Are you new to POE? Do you just want something fun to grind for on League Start? Well, I have 10 things, 3 are generic, 7 are funny, for you to grind for on League Start. Let's get through all of the super easy ones. Number 1 is your full Atlas unlock. Wow, that's just a bingo free space, but for real, that should be something that you need to grind for on League Start. Get your full Atlas unlocked, get your favorite slots, get all the Atlas points, get your Void Stone. That should be number 1 for most people, except those little heist MFers, okay? End game gear, number 2. Wow, get your gear. Wow, really needed a YouTube video for that one, didn't you? Some people actually do though. Okay, please get your end game gear. If you're following a guide, get that good stuff, okay? Spend those divines, upgrade your stuff. Number 3, obviously, this is what I used to do personally. This is what a lot of people still do, and that is getting cool uniques. Now, it's a cool belt. I did that last league. Got a mage blood, okay? Headhunter used to be what I do every single league. How fast can me and my friend get a headhunter each of our builds and then blast? Or this could just be whatever the new unique is, right? When the league was released, whatever league it was with Nemus, that was a pretty cool ring to go ahead and get. You know, when they released a lot of new uniques, you bet your ass you should be getting one of each of those, just in case they're really good, and because one of them probably is, and you'd want to play a build with it. You know, build re-rolls, build defining uniques. These are all super fun things to grind for. Number 4, some people do this. I think it's a little bit cringe, I'm not gonna lie, but grinding just for a Mirror of Kalandra. I know a guy, Doddle. Literally all he does is grind for a Mirror of Kalandra, and then he quits the league. That's it. He just gets the mirror and then he stops playing. Sure, that's a fun thing to grind for. Not for me, but it's for some. Okay, now we're getting into the not just brain dead obvious ones, okay? But some little nooblets out there, okay, will disagree with this one, but completing the new Pinnacle bosses or the old ones you've not done yet. When new bosses come out, you should have the goal of completing them because it's fun and it's cool. And this is a boss that you are probably gonna need to farm for time immemorial. The new Pinnacle bosses are fun, they're funky, they're fresh, they'll probably have good drops, and you probably gotta farm them for whatever random new mechanic requires you to do them. For Maven, it is the Void Stones. Same with Uber Elder and the Exarch and Eater. You've got to be able to do all those bosses, or you've got to go and crawl to a boss carry on the Forbidden Trove and beg them to carry you for ADC, which is fine, but also it's way cooler if you can just do your own bosses. And who knows what the thing's going to be. You know, for a new boss, maybe it'll be even more required. Maybe you can't have a carry for it, you know, whatever. It's just fun to do the new bosses, and it's very, very beneficial for you to do them, even for future league, because you probably got to do them anyways. So you might as well start learning them now. Number 6, reach the new endgame encounter or edition. Stuff like Simwave 30. That's a cool goal. When that came out, that was big. That was hard. People were like, how do we do these? What do we need? You know, when we're seeing stuff like Brittle and huge res and then huge fizz is extra cold pop up, and it's just like, dude, I don't do any damage. I'm getting crit all of the time, and everything has just absolute bonkers damage. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Tireless Emblems, Blight Ravage, a little less cool, but even things like the no-hit Sanctum run, that was a really cool endgame addition that they added, apparently just for Sanctum League. I mean, we'll see, who knows when they'll bring that back, but that was really cool, right? Being able to do a no-hit Sanctum run is like a little bit of an endgame encounter, right? That's like a new challenge. That's pretty cool. And now that you can't do it anymore, it probably sucks if you didn't get around to doing it in the first place. 7 is to just craft a cool weapon or gear set, right? Just to be able to craft it. Now, this is going to even be in SSF, right? This is mainly Trade League focused, but doing a lot of these in SSF makes them even cooler. I'm not going to lie, okay? If I was a girl, I'd find myself an SSF hardcore player, but crafting some real cool weapons or gear sets in trade can still be pretty nice. Maybe even more impressive if you get something insane like mirroring a sick bow. Speaking of sick bows, number 8, you could play Tornado Shot for the 15th league in a row. Can you imagine if you didn't play Path of Exile? Can you imagine playing the new PoE League, joining on PoE 2 launch, and not playing Tornado Shot for the 6th year in a row? Can you imagine playing anything else? No. That brings us to number 9, funding a build that destroys the whole game with just your right click. Dude, can you imagine? You don't have to press any buttons. No freaking utility. None of these cringe defense things. You don't have to press Enduring Cry to get endurance charges and then life regen, okay? You don't have to put any stupid totems down to get your melee attack speed or your melee physical damage, and then you don't have to press your focus button and then blah, 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 No, you could just play Berserk, left mouse button, and then tornado shot, click. Okay, no, but finding any build to just destroy the whole game with right click, that's really cool. And you can grind for that on start. Okay, and the absolute last thing that you can grind for, my top 10, maybe the most important thing, is number 10, to be better than your friends, but still worse than Grimro and the TFT Mafia. That is the 10th thing to grind for. Honestly, you can grind. You'll be faster than your friends. You'll get through the axe. Still slower than Tai Killer. You can grind your mage blood faster than you've ever. You could get a headhunter better. You could maybe even get one to drop. Still, you'll be behind Grimro. Grind all the currency you want through the whole league. Grimro quit 2 months ago. You're still grinding. You're blasting. Still more poor than the TFT Mafia. Okay, find your own goals. Don't compare yourself to streamers or other virgins like us, okay? Just get a cool item, feel happy about it, do a cool thing like a new boss, feel good about it, brag to your friends, and feel cool in the friend group. Don't compare yourself to us, okay? We're literally just too good at the video game. You will never beat us. Our top 10, yo, if this is a streamer's top 10 things to grind for on League Start, making your viewers feel bad by how fast you're progressing, making them jealous by playing for 32 hours on League Start, pissing them off by grinding a mage blood really quickly and then not using it right away. And then number 5, taking handouts from viewers because you still weren't wealthy enough. Anyways, like, sub, maybe this helped you. Probably didn't. You probably just had another video to watch, wasting away until your League Start session is beginning. How can I stall for longer? I got nothing. Like, sub, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.